Now coming to the process of staffing, first step in the process of staffing is that of estimating the manpower requirement, कि मुझे कितने आदमी चाहिए, how many people do I need to hire for the organization, right? Now this particular step is again divided into two parts, workload analysis and workforce analysis. ठीक है, हमने जब ऑर्गेनाइजिंग का स्टेप परफॉर्म किया, हमने एक पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर, ठीक है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर बना लिया दैट देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर और देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ प्रेसिडेंट, उसके बाद अ वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के बाद डिविजनल हेड्स, डिविजनल हेड्स के नीचे आएंगे डिपार्टमेंटल हेड्स, डिपार्टमेंटल हेड्स के पास नीचे आ जाएंगे आपके अनदर मैनेजर, एरिया सेल्स मैनेजर्स एंड ऑल, राइट? सो आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड अ कंप्लीट स्ट्रक्चर. Fine. So on the basis of that structure, I can find out what is the exact number of employees that I need to employ in my organization. ठीक है? What is the exact number of employees that I need to hire, right? Then comes workforce analysis. Workforce analysis meaning to find out what is the present number of employees that I have in my organization. This means the total number of employees that I need to hire in my organization, right? Or the total number of employees required by an organization. This is the present number of the employees who are working in the organization, right? The difference between workload and workforce analysis is going to give you the number of employees that you are required to hire. How many more number of employees you are required to hire. But for a new enterprise, it will only need to do this, that is workload analysis. Workforce analysis वो कर ही नहीं सकते, why? Because अभी तो वो new enterprise है ना, it hardly has any number of employees, hire करने हैं अभी, right? So workload analysis minus workload, a comparison of workload analysis and workforce analysis is going to give you a number. It is going to give you the number of employees that you are required to hire. और कितने employees हमें hire करने, इन दोनों को compare करने पे हमें पता पड़ेगा. Second step is that of recruitment. Now recruitment is nothing else but it is a process of motivating people, okay, motivating people to apply for the job positions existing in an organization, right? You motivate them to apply for the job positions which are there in your organization. You look out for people, find who are willing to work in the organization, and then you motivate them to, you stimulate them to work, apply for the job positions which are there in the organization. Again, recruitment, this we'll discuss later at length, but there can be recruitment can be done either internally or externally, internal sources of recruitment or external sources of recruitment. Okay, after people have applied for the job positions, ठीक है, after people have applied for the job position, next step that comes is selection. ठीक है, जब कोई वैकेंसी निकलती है in the paper, right, in the newspaper होता है ना situation vacant column, right, you have let's say schools के लिए होता है advertising for marketing, different categories में. What is that? That is a step of recruitment, right? Now what we do is हमारे पास बहुत सारी applications आ जाती हैं, उस वैकेंसी को देख के बहुत सारी applications आ जाती हैं. अब उससे अगला स्टेप क्या होगा कि मुझे उन एप्लीकेशंस में से सिलेक्ट करना है बेस्ट पॉसिबल कैंडिडेट हु इज वेल सूटेड फॉर द जॉब पोजीशन फॉर विच आई हैव गिवन एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट, राइट? अगेन सिलेक्शन इज नॉट अ वन टाइम एक्ट, राइट? इट इज अ सीरीज ऑफ स्टेप which is where it includes a series of steps which are to be performed, right? Now first step in the process of selection is screening. ठीक है, कि हम क्या करते हैं, जितने भी रेज्यूमेज हमारे पास आए हैं, वी स्क्रीन थ्रू ऑल द रेज्यूमेज कीपिंग इन माइंड द रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ द जॉब, कीपिंग इन माइंड द रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ द जॉब. तो जो भी रेज्यूमेज मुझे लगता है कि ये फिट नहीं है या इनके पास रिक्वायर्ड एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, इनके पास रिक्वायर्ड क्वालिफिकेशंस नहीं है, उनको हम रिजेक्ट कर देते हैं, उनको हम अपने डेटाबेस में डाल देते हैं, विच कैन बी यूज लेटर फॉर सम अदर जॉब पोजीशन, राइट? दैट इज कॉल्ड योर प्रीलिमिनरी स्क्रीनिंग. ठीक है, उसके बाद जो बच जाते हैं, राइट, उसके बाद जो मैंने सिलेक्ट किए हैं आफ्टर प्रीलिमिनरी स्क्रीनिंग, राइट, फॉर देम आई कंडक्ट सिलेक्शन टेस्ट्स, right? For them I conduct selection test to measure their aptitude, intelligence and personality, etc. Right? Now there is a different test for a different kind of a job. Like intelligence tests. Intelligence tests are conducted to test the intelligent IQ level, intelligent quotient हम check करने के लिए इंटेलिजेंट टेस्ट लेते हैं, राइट? लाइक व्हेन आई हैड अप्लाइड फॉर अ जॉब इन अ स्कूल, राइट, आई वाज सपोज टू बी सिटिंग फॉर अ टेस्ट, ठीक है, सब्जेक्ट एक्सीलेंस टेस्ट, आई हैड टू सिट फॉर अ टेस्ट, राइट, जो कि बताएगा कि वेदर डू आई हैव, आई मीन how good, what is the kind of subject knowledge that I have. Clear? Second is your aptitude test. Aptitude test means the candidate's ability to learn new skills, right? Does the candidate have the aptitude of learning new skills or not? Clear? Then comes your personality test. It talks about the personality makeup of a person, right? How emotional quotient उसका हम टेस्ट करते हैं with personality test, right? That what is, आप उनको situations देते हैं कि if this is a situation, then what is going to be your reaction? How are you going to be handling this situation, right? Like if I'm a teacher and I'm given a situation that you are teaching, and in the middle of the class, two students they start to fight. What is going to be your reaction? Now, what my response to this question is going to be, that is going to decide, matlab that is going to give them a clue that what kind of a person I am, whether I'm patient or I'm impatient, right? ये मेरा personality makeup उनको judge करने में help करता है, personality test, right? Then comes your trait test. Trait test is conducted to know your the present skill, okay, that you have. Fine. अगर that means let's say if I want to hire a computer programmer, मुझे उसका पहले present skill देखना है, that how good is he, what kind of knowledge does he have about the job that he's applied for, right? Then last comes your interest test. ठीक है, we need to check onto the pattern of interest, fine, or the kind of the involvement that he has, okay? For example, if we talk about these your interior decorators, ठीक है, तो उसको एक आप वो देते हैं, या इंटीरियर डेकोरेटर को मैंने एक रूम दिया, दैट ओके फाइन, दिस इज वन रूम वेर इन आई वांट टू हैव अ शोरूम फॉर लेट्स से स्पोर्ट्स शूज. तो व्हाट इज द काइंड ऑफ अ डिजाइन, आपको 2 दिन का टाइम दिया जाता है, आप इसका प्रपोज डिजाइन हमें दिखाइए. तो व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू चेक, ठीक है, कि व्हाट इज द काइंड, व्हाट इज द पैटर्न ऑफ हिज इंटरेस्ट. Okay, we'll judge the pattern of his interest from the work, matlab the kind of the involvement that he has with the work, that is what we are going to judge. Then after this was all about selection, this was all about your selection test, right? Based on these two, right, preliminary screening में आपने shortlist किए, उसके बाद आपने selection test conduct किए, selection test conduct करने के बाद आपने फिर उसमें से shortlist किए candidates. The third step in the process of selection would be employment interview, right? After some selection tests have been conducted, it is followed by an employment interview. It is a in-depth interaction of the employer with the employee, wherein an employer will try to seek information that employee is willing to provide. Thereafter, this is followed by reference check, right? Whenever you fill up an application for a particular job, na, it always has this column for writing references, meaning कि आप जो भी अपने बारे में बता रहे हो उसको हम डबल चेक किससे करें, right? You give reference of some well-known people. It could be a professor of a university, like I'm talking about my field. When I applied for a job in a school, I gave the reference of the principal of my previous school, that you can check my records from the principal of the previous school, right? How my results have been, how good or how bad I have been, right? So जब आप ये रेफरेंसेस लिखते हैं तो आप जहां पे भी नई जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो वो आपके रेफरेंसेस को कॉल बैक करते हैं उनसे जानने के लिए दैट हाउ योर पास्ट रिकॉर्ड हैज बिन. ठीक है, देन सिलेक्शन डिसीजन. Based on that, based on your interview, based on selection test, based on reference check, you make your final selection. You make your final selection that this is the best candidate of the lot, right? Who is best suited for the job position, right? Thereafter, there will be a medical examination. Now, a medical examination जब आपको होता है, ऐसा नहीं कि आप अपने डॉक्टर से जाके सारे टेस्ट नॉर्मल रिपोर्ट लेकर आके दे दें. नो, यू विल हैव टू गो टू अ डॉक्टर विच हैज बीन प्रेस्क्राइब्ड बाय द employer, who has been prescribed by the employer, and you'll have to get certain tests and medical examination conducted, right? And if everything is normal, then a job offer is made. A job offer is made in the form of an appointment letter to the job applicant, right? And when he accepts it, then there is a contract. Then there is a contract of employment is signed. So this was all about the selection process. All right. Now this selection process is the third step of staffing. The first one was estimating the manpower requirement. Second one was recruitment. Third one was selection. Now third में आके आपने select कर लिया है final employer who's going to be there in your organization. After this, the fourth step is placement and orientation. Clear? Now placement is basically placing an employee in the job position for which he has applied, right? And orientation means basically induction of a new employee in the organization, meaning to introduce him to his peers, to his colleagues, right? To introduce him to the business premises, the premises of the organization. उसको पूरा एक बार दिखाया जाना कि कहाँ पे क्या है, so that he understands, the topography of the organization, right? Then training and development. Now before he joins in the position of whatever he is applied for, let's say if a manager, before he joins the organization as a manager, he will be given the necessary training if required. He'll be given the necessary training to acquire the skill, to acquire the skill which is necessary to perform the job, right? And when training is to acquire the skill which is necessary to perform the job, and when we talk about development, it means basically giving him the necessary training which equips him to apply for higher job positions. Next, coming to performance appraisal. Now performance appraisal means that after if you've been given a target, let's say if a sales manager has been given a target of selling about 2 lakh units, right, in a month, 2 lakh units in a month, or let's say 20,000 units in a month, that's my sales target, right? Now his actual performance will be compared with the standard performance. His actual performance will be compared with the standard performance, and if he is able to achieve this target, then some kind of incentive is going to be given to him. This is called as your performance appraisal, right? Every year your performance is appraised. Performance appraisal होता है. That साल के शुरू में जो हमने इनको targets दिए थे, objectives दिए थे, how far have they been able to fulfill those, right? उससे कम हुआ या ज़्यादा हुआ, then accordingly you are given an appraisal. Then coming to promotion and career planning, depending upon कि आपकी performance appraisal की क्या report है. If it is positive, right, you get promotions. Promotion meaning to get promoted to a higher job position, right? That if I'm working as an area sales manager, then I get promoted as a deputy general manager. That's a promotion based upon my performance appraisal reports, right? Then we talk about compensation. Compensation meaning salary. Everything, nothing comes for free. अगर employee मेरे लिए काम कर रहा है, in return I have to give him something. I pay him for his for the kind of work that he's doing in my organization in the form of his salary. Now compensation can be direct financial payments and indirect payments. Direct financial payments में क्या आ जाएगा आपका? That is your salaries and wages that he's charging, that we are giving him for his services rendered. Now they can be time based or performance based. Time based meaning हर month के end पे आपको salary मिल जाती है, wages मिल जाती है. This is time based, right? Performance based is that you are paid according to the number of pieces. Generally जो factory में काम करते हैं, right, they are paid according to performance. That their salary is always performance based. And when we talk about indirect payments, we are talking here about the perks. Fine. The company provides for your medical insurance. The company provides if the company provides for your educational expenditure of your kids, right? Company provides for your LTC or employer's contribution towards the provident fund. All this comes under your indirect payments. So these are the 8 steps in the process of staffing. I repeat, estimating the manpower requirement. Fine. Let's take a quick recap. Estimating the manpower requirements. We do the workload analysis, that is finding out कितने total लोग चाहिए हमें organization में, and workforce analysis कि presently कितने हैं मेरे पास. Fine. Comparison of the two will give me that how many more people are required to be employed in the organization. Accordingly, recruitment, right? You persuade people to apply for the job positions existing in the organization. After recruitment, selection. The best possible prospective employee is, the best possible candidate is selected, okay, out of the lot that you have received applications for. Then selection also has a series of series of 8 steps to be performed, right? Preliminary screening, right? Then selection test, employment interview, reference checks, selection decision, medical examination, job offer and contract of employment, right? This can be asked as a separate question altogether. Clear? After this comes your placement and orientation, that is induction of the new employee in the organization, acquainting him with the people around and acquainting him with the rules and regulations and procedures of the organization. Training and development, right, so that he acquires the requisite skill to discharge his duties effectively and efficiently. Performance appraisal, promotion and career planning, and finally compensation.